It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And one of the dynamic players we'll be seeing tonight is Draymond Green, so instrumental in the Warriors championship run in 15. Shaq, he's a guy who can do it all on both ends of the floor.
He got great speed, strong enough to guard any position from the 1 through the 5. He has great defensive instincts. That's why he got second in Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Yeah, he was second?
Second.
Wow. You know, but he turned himself into a three-point shooter, which he was not in college. Then all of a sudden, this guy's shooting threes, knocking down. He averaged actually 1 per game, Ernie. That's an incredible accomplishment for a guy who really wasn't a jump shooter.
You have a year like that, and then you've got to follow it up. You see Draymond Green following that successful 2015 year up with a better year coming up.
You know, hopefully after winning the championship, he doesn't get cute. Hopefully he says, you know what, I'm a defensive guy, I'm a defensive stopper. This is where I make my name. Even though I was hitting those threes, I'm not really a three-point shooter. I'm a defensive guy. I got to shut people down.
Being cute's not bad, though.
Now with the tip-off coming up shortly, we go courtside to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
I wouldn't know nothing about cute. I'm sexy.
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
It'll be the Heat off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. McHale is out there with Yao. Then it's Johnson, and it's Durant, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. Outside Irving. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's good. Hit. Shooting one.
Boston took a lot of steps forward last season with their coach, Brad Stevens. Still, though, their defense was near the middle of the road. That will need some tweaking.
Yeah, and you could say that seemed to be the limiting factor, Kevin, in how far they eventually went. Strange, given how several years ago they were an offensive juggernaut.
One shot, gentlemen.
Yeah, you know, for the Celtics in their defense, a lot of it had to do with rim protection and challenging shots. They were actually last in the league in blocks.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Yao. Tries it from 9. And that one goes long. Boston on D. It's a three-point game. Carter with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Carter penetrating. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Here's Malone. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Yeah, and the Celtics averaged under 4 blocks a game last season, but blocks aren't the whole story. They let opponents get too many easy looks inside the paint. That's the real factor why their defense was subpar.
Here's Thompson after the made shot from Karl Malone. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, a wide open look, gets to the corner and buries it.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Robertson kicks to Malone. Carter outside. He dishes it to Irving. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's Exactly, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up. There you go again, a nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
The pass to Carter. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Robertson passes to Carter. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Johnson. Yao with a screen on Robertson. To the inside. And Yao gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Yao's got his first basket.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Celtics trail by 3. Johnson outside. Yao with a screen on Irving. Dishes it to Thompson. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
How about the leaner? Only the guys with the sweetest of strokes can pull that off in traffic.
Drexler, he's checked in for Miami. And then for Boston. Green comes in for McHale. And Thomas subbed in for Thompson. Irving drives in. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Durant against Irving. Here's Yao. No good. And Miami the other way now. Drexler dishes to Robertson. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Misses from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Robertson outside. Just 3 on the clock. Misses the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami ahead, leading by 3. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy. Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple of years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, they've got Thomas. Favors is out there with Green. Then it's Thompson, and it's Marion in at the 3 slot. And the first one drops.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
The Heat shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first one falls.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
The Heat making a switch here. Mullins is checked in. So he gets them both. And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference, played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships, at Michigan State 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Kevin McHale, he checked in for the Celtics. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Elbow shot is on the way, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Just 5 to shoot. Robertson drives in. Good work defensively by Marion.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Derek Favors. Here's Robertson. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Carter right side. Robertson outside. Outside Mullen. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Mullen's got 6 here in this quarter.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And it's 6 points for Vince Carter.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
There's a screen by McHale. Thompson inside the line, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Thompson's got 6 points.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Irving's checked in for Mullen, and it's Drexler in for Carter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
And, for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
He hits the second from the line.
And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20-21 last year at American Airlines Arena, but the fans loved them all the same.
Now here's Johnson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Robertson.
And getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
The Celtics have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. No good on the free throw.
And the Celtics did a lot of things right last season, but their offense still had troubles at times. A big part of that was their lack of free throw attempts.
Moses Malone. He's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And he sinks the second. Clark, the Celtics near the bottom in free throw attempts last year, but at the very bottom in free throw attempts per field goal attempt.
Analytics.
Yeah, I know it. They're all
center
over.
right there. And that last stat is telling as it removes the pace of play from the equation. It's not something they need to fix right away, but going forward, if they're going to develop into a playoff team, they've got to find ways to improve that number.
For Miami, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And the first one drops.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Boston making a switch here. Green's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
Green, the screen. Irving against Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. The shot misses. Good D by Irving. Pass to Robertson. Drexler outside. Launches a three. The shot is off. And so that brings the first half to a close. Heat lead by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Eric, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively. So we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in an attack mode, both ends of the court.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. In the second quarter, they imposed their will on the game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
I'd really like to see them attack the rim a little bit more. Change the game up, man. Generate some more easy baskets. Part of the reason they're behind is because they've been outclassed inside. They haven't been able to drive the ball, dish the ball. They need to pound it in the paint more if they want to win this basketball game.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
Celtics trail by 10. Irving is out there with Malone. And there's Carter. Then it's Kareem, and it's Robertson in at the point. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Yao with a screen on Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Durant kicks to Yao. And down it goes, jamming that one home. The Heat leading by 8.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Celtics trail by 8. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10" with a 7'5" 5-inch arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Johnson outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Johnson's got 5 now.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Carter against Johnson. Carter kicks to Malone. And it's sent back by McHale. Right side Durant. Thomas against Irving. Thomas passes Diaw. He kicks it to McHale. Pass to Thomas. A second chance effort. And there's the call on Yao. That is his first foul of the game.
It's smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Derek Favors checked in for Yao. Here's Robertson. Malone with the screen. Robertson outside. Here's Irving. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Irving's got 10. Celtics trail by 7. Outside Thomas. McHale with a screen on Robertson. Johnson kicks to Favors. There's the dish to McHale. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant just inside the line. And he knocks down the jumper.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Malone. Cannot hit. Nice D from McHale. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Thomas goes in, and that one's good. And now just a 3-point Miami lead. Getting back to Durant's playmaking, it's something we've seen Jordan do. It's something we've seen Kobe, master. It helps those guys win championships.
Yeah, scoring yourself is great, but when you're trying to win rings, you have to trust and believe in others. And at this point in Kevin's career, he's all about that ring.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson attacking to tie. Durant, no good. Now Robertson. Here's Carter. And it's Carter again missing. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Heat. They lead by 3. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And so here is Miami. They've led by as much as 10. On the court for the Celtics. Now is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Marion. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. Now here is Irving. Good work defensively by Johnson. Feeds it to Marion. And it's Malone with the rebound. Robertson outside. Rebound Boston. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Here's Johnson. Can't get it to go. Well, he'd go the other way with it. Drexler dishes to Robertson. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Celtics trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And stolen by Irving. Kicks it to Robertson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Truth shot.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
The free throw drops for Robertson.
Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor.
Good on both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now here's Marion. Back to Green. Here's Yao. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. Malone passes to Irving. High arcing Malone shot. Shot no good. Good work defensively by Yao. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Malone's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And a change for the Celtics. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Sean Marion. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And there's the feed to Irving. Yao with the block. Here's Thompson. The Celtics working the ball around now. Right side, Green. A floater. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
And, Greg, you know how it is. Sometimes it only takes one or two baskets to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this one.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
The Heat making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. McHale's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The shot's good from Carter.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Yao with a screen on Irving. Durant up top, covered by Irving. Johnson against Robertson, and the basket by Johnson.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. That drive by Carter.
What a great game for Vince Carter in this one. 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the Heat. so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Miami leading by 6. Carter outside. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Good D by Johnson. The Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. It's Durant on the wing, covered by Irving. Yeah, buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in a good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in, just a quick touch, again, before the defense knows what hit him. Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Picked by Yao. Durant with a wide open look. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here is Carter. Five on the clock. Lets it fly. That's short off the rim.
A 3-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. And we'll see what happens right here.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.